Hi, my name is Peter Abbott. I am submitting my video interview for the head boys basketball job at Tomball High School. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're viewing this. So, just a little bit about myself. I've been coaching since 2006. I started out as a seventh grade coach, seventh and eighth grade coach. I've worked my way up to high school. I've been a head coach since 2012. Before becoming a head coach, I've actually had a stop there in Houston at Pasadena Sam Rayburn as a head assistant. And fortunate for us, we were able to make the playoffs. They told me it was like the first time in 25 years. And then I got a head coaching job at Dallas Molina. Um, and took them to the playoffs for the first time in over a decade. I've been a head coach in Houston. I'm sorry, not Houston, but in Dallas and San Antonio. I'm currently the head coach at Southwest Legacy High School in San Antonio. And we're a 5A program. We're only a 8-year-old school, but we fielded some pretty decent and competitive teams. So that's just a little brief background about me, as condensed as I could make it. So, on the question number two, what sets me apart? Um, for me and my program, um, basketball is really a conduit for all the effective teaching that you're doing, the character building, the developing resilience and grit. Um, so I really use my program as a conduit, as a way to teach life lessons, and I'm pretty sure every head coach does that, or is supposed to do that. It's really about becoming our best selves, um, and we use this term called championship pedigree, where not necessarily winning a championship, but putting yourself in position to maximize your talent. Another thing that sets me apart is I've coached every single level, like from seventh to varsity. So I understand um, the nuances in player development. Another fortunate thing that I've had the opportunity to do, I've coached just about every socioeconomic, racial demographic you could think of. I've coached in rural black, rural white, rural Hispanic, uh, blended environments. So my ability to create rapport with my players, no matter what their background is, knowing that basketball is the thing that brings us together. I really think that kind of sets me apart. Is that I can connect with players who of very different backgrounds. So I think that's really one of the things that sets me apart as far as being a head coach. Why Tomball? Thriving community, growing. I know they built the 99 loop. It's just every community in that Houston area is growing. Um, I think one of the biggest things that appeals to me at Tomball is um, it's a place where my kids can grow up and go to school. I have two daughters, one in kindergarten, one in fourth grade. It's a place where I could see them walk the stage, and I wouldn't feel a way about the quality of their education and the quality of their learning environment and their social environment. I've taught at some really rougher schools, so I just think it's a perfect place. You get a little city, but you also still get that community, real community feel that'll set it apart. So that's why I am very interested in Tomball, other than, outside of the basketball, because I think that, I could vertically align the program, and that's an area where we could do that. My most rewarding experience. I'll try to get through this quick. Um, my most rewarding experience, when you're going through something as a player, or even as a coach, you don't really get a chance to reflect. And so most of my most rewarding experiences don't happen in the season; they happen after the season, or after when a guy graduates. One particular kid in particular, um, this is just an example. Um, his mother was emailing me about his playing time left and right, once a week. And I would always tell her, hey, did you talk to Michael? That was the player's name. Did you talk to Michael? And she'd be like, no, I haven't talked to Michael. I haven't talked to Michael yet. I said, talk to Michael first, and then we'll go from there. Um, so one day she said, okay, I'm going to talk to Mike. And she talked to Michael. And Michael came in um, the next day and said, Coach, I'm so sorry. I didn't know my mom was emailing you that. All that things. I told her, he mentioned the player who happened to be taking most of his minutes, and said, he's having a better season than I am. He deserves to play. And really, when I'm thinking of things I'm proud of, that lets me know, like, that player gets it. He understands that, like, he's had an opportunity. He didn't take advantage of his opportunity, and another player has. And so that's one of my most proudest moments, because it is a reflection of my program in general, is that kids understand they have an opportunity to be successful, and it's a place that, they can thrive, athletically, academically, and emotionally. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this, and I would definitely look forward to an interview if chosen. Thank you. Have a blessed day.